We are live here with the Black Motivation broadcast. And we are excited to bring you comedian Shang.
Hey, what's up?
Say hi to the people.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? How y'all doing? Yo, hey, anybody who ain't got no drawers on? Come on, shit. Let's do it. It's live. Just take your drawers off. Let's walk around the house with your ass out. I'm drinking water. I went for a long walk because I got to drop 3,000 pounds. So, how you doing, babe?
I am good. So shall we hop straight into this video, this interview? Let's get started. So I watched the Sing All Over the World video.
Oh yeah, I've done a lot of stuff. Yeah.
Yes, all over the world. Okay.
Yeah, all over the world. Yeah, no, actually, that's real. I've done shows, in like where Germany, Jamaica, on and on and on. I've done a lot of shows.
You've been on Comic View, Laughapalooza, Def Jam, Def Poetry, BET, HBO, everywhere.
Yes, 29 years
in the game.
Yeah, I've been in the game 29 years. That's crazy. And 29 years, ass out for 29 years. Yep.
And still kicking it, still rocking it.
Still, luckily. I mean, not lately because this COVID shit is bad. But aside from that, no, I mean, I'm still rocking it. I'm still blessed to be able to do stuff online, and I also, I got a what's it called page where I just dance naked for old people. Yeah, I put a little cocoa butter, and I'm light skinned, so I get ashy. Don't get it twisted. I don't know why brothers don't think light skinned niggas I get ashy, but what I do is I put a little cocoa butter on. I dance about 5 minutes. Fans only page for the old people. It's all got to be over 65, and then the ladies, woo, look at this old funny look, he's shaped like a pear. And then they throw coins at the screen, and then that makes me feel good about myself. That's what I do. So, and make sure all you people follow me. Don't mess around. Follow me on Instagram. Don't make me find your house. Swear to God, find your house. I'll wipe my balls on your refrigerator. So, go ahead. Ask me whatever you want to ask me. It could be personal. It could be like, have you ever killed a man? Yes, nigga. Yes. I'm sorry.
So do you ever get nervous when you perform?
Do I ever get nervous? No. I can get two shits. My attitude. I mean, like, I think the last time I got nervous was Def Jam because they switched my time. I was supposed to go up second and they made me go up last.
Oh.
I think it was, last. So, and I was nervous that they had so many heavy hitters on the show. They had just beast on the show. So, a little nervous. But then, as soon as I walked out, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do my shit. And then my first couple jokes were real political. It's like I do a lot of jokes that I do like between sex jokes, political jokes. The only reason I do sex jokes is to get people comfortable because people are like, oh, that guy, he talking about sex. And then once you hook them in, then you can do I'll do 45 minutes of political material or point of view, socio-political point of view material. But you still got to make it fun. You can't just sit there going, yeah, the government. What about the government? Black Lives Matter. And you can't just then say, good night, Black Lives Matter. I wish somebody white would do some shit. And then walk off the stage. Because then the white people are like, oh my God, what the hell? Karen, did you see that? Did you see an African American? He was trying to accost us. Yeah, I don't even know what it was, but I said it. So,
you did.
First off, I like the color of that top. I see what you're working with, boo boo. I see what you're doing. First off, let's start right there. Okay. No. All right. Okay.
So, looking back, as we kind of talked about a little bit, you've done so many shows. You've been in so many places.
Yes.
What do you consider to be the top 3 most memorable moments of your career?
Wow. Why you gonna ask an old deep ass question? My nerves. You be working my nerves. No, the most memorable parts of my career would be my first Comic View half-hour special.
Okay.
I did a half-hour special. I closed with a poem. I actually closed with a poem. I was the first comic to do comedy, then a poetry on the. Yes, that's right. I'm the first one. So there's 2 others after me, but I'm first.
Yes.
So I did, yeah, but it was not a jokey poem, like a real deal slam poem. And then yeah, it was called "You Ain't Shit," but no, it was like it was saying you ain't shit if you do these things against the community. You ain't shit if you do these things. You don't honor our sisters. You ain't shit. So it was like, but the crowd, and I couldn't say shit because it was TV, so I had to say ain't shh, and the crowd started saying it. No, but I did that. I'd say that would be one. I would say the second one would be Def Jam, because they took me a while to get on there. I didn't get on the first season with Martin. I got on with Joe Torre. I didn't get, and the guy that booked it wasn't feeling me. And then once I killed on there, because it took me a while to get on there. Once I got on there, he had to say, "Man, I'm from the streets, but I'm smart too." And I just thought the crowd wouldn't get you. And like, first off, why are you talking out the side of your face like that? Why? Like, I never understood when brothers do that. Were you trying to be sexy with me? First off, I want to say something. Any dude that shake his head like this, first off, I just want to say something, babe. Get out of my face, you corny, yogurty ass, yo play fruit at the bottom, bitch ass motherfucker. So, but I'd say that would be my second one. And then most memorable is my oldest son and my youngest son thinking I'm funny and saw me on the show. And then my youngest son is like, "Wait a minute, you tell me not to cuss, but they pay you to cuss." So that was a conversation I had to explain to him. Like, well, I'm allowed to cuss because I'm a grown ass man. You're a child, and you're not allowed to be a teacher, a motherfucker. That's how that works. So I'd say those would be the 3 where I was like, wow, that's dope. So
that's so awesome. Yeah. And so what would be your most memorable set? Like, what was something happen in the set that just really made it stand out to you? But what would be your most memorable set that you could do?
Most memorable set I've done?
Yeah.
The 3. The Apollo, where I got booed when I walked out because I had white on white Nikes. You know the Nike where it's a white swish shoes. It's not Air Force Ones. It's the other Nikes.
Right.
And I had those on, and somebody said, "Hey, look at this nigga with the Nerf shoes on," which was funny because I thought about it like, damn. I guess from a distance they kind of look like Nerf shoes, even though they're flat out tennis shoes. So, and because he did that, the crowd started, and I got him. I slammed him, and then the crowd went crazy. And then I went from like getting booed to just destroying. And that would be the most where I was like, yo, that shit was wild. Because I think it could have went left. It could have went the other way.
Right.
And I did a joke about Biggie, dissing Biggie in Harlem. Still got him on my side. Because I was like, Biggie was no civil rights leader. Why y'all acting like Biggie was Martin Luther King? Then he passed. He got shot. Niggas get shot. Sometimes that's bad, and sometimes it happens. And the crowd at first, like, you can't talk about Biggie more. And then I made my point, and then some people start clapping like, you right. I said, Biggie had dope music, but he wasn't no civil rights leader. Y'all should. Yeah, and so some people start going, all right. He makes sense. He made sense.
Right. So I
said that was memorable, turning the crowd around because Apollo, because they was giving me the business the first minute, and then I just stuck in there. I don't know what, but I'm aggressive as hell. I mean, I'll fight a puppy. I'll fight a puppy right in the street. If I see a puppy, I'm real. But you say puppy, bust your ass. I was violent and aggressive as hell when I was younger. I still am, but I'm old now, so I just chill. I'm like on some chill, like I stab you when nobody looking. See? And then, but the most memorable is 2 different ones. One in DC, not DC, Laurel, Maryland.
Laurel, shout out to Laurel.
You know where that's at?
Yes, I live in Belleville. I'm right next to Laurel.
I did a show in Laurel, Maryland at a place, and Chris Thomas, the mayor of Rap City, was the host. and I was destroying. And then I did a joke about Marion Barry, and the crowd just went, "We like Marion Barry," and booed me off the stage. In fact, they booed me into the parking lot. And I was like, I'm in the parking lot. I ain't on stage. Y'all have to stop now.
Right.
And it was bad. I took an L. And I remember that because what it did was it made me just, focus. Obviously, I took that joke out of my set the next night because it was Friday night. I had to do 2 more shows Saturday. And I was like, man, what happened, man? I left when the kitchen, crowd was screaming and laughing at you. I come back, they booing you. Because I got mad at the crowd because I said, so y'all just gonna big up a crackhead. Y'all just gonna act like he never do crack with a hooker. Y'all gonna just act like it's cool. And instead of them being like, yeah, they was like, we still like it better than you. And so I remember that set because it was like, it made me mad. I'm in the hotel room saying, I thought I was gonna get some ass after the show because I did so well in the first 15 minutes, and then the show went to shit. And then it went to shit. I mean, they hated me. And then the next night I came in and I said, rule number 1, don't talk about people that people like in DC. Yes. And so I didn't do that Marion Barry. I did the joke when I did the Chicago. I didn't care, but I didn't never do that in Maryland, DC, Virginia. I didn't do it nowhere. So that would be my second one because it was a pivotal point for me to know how to adjust to crowds.
Yeah, right.
I was so aggressive and so in your face, and so like I just felt like my point is valid. Fuck you. That's how I used to be. Now I'm like, well, my point is valid, but there's a way to do it. There's a way to say it. So that's why. But when that Friday night, when I say they booed me, this is the wild part. I left, right? And the other comic rode me from the hotel. So I had to stand out front and wait. So people are walking out. So the car, Hayes pulled his car up. So people are walking out, right?
Yeah.
Saying, hey, yeah, man, you was horrible. Like, it was like, come over, let me go. I don't know why I paid to see you. They turned into Charlie Murphy. I don't know why I paid to see you, bitch ass.
Oh, no.
It's horrible, man. You should go back. Because I used to be a security guard, and I was a security guard and I bouncer. I bounced for a little bit. And so they was like, you need to go back to that shit because, man, jokes ain't for you. I remember when I did Def Jam, I knew a lot of security that was for Def Jam. I showed up to tape the show, and they was like, "Hey man, you on it? You on this project?" I'm like, "Yeah," but they didn't know I was there to perform. They were like, you coming to make sure which post, because we would always post up. I'm like, I ain't posting up. They go, what you doing? He said, I'm on the show. I had my boy Beast, who's actually did security for Beyonce.
Okay.
I pointed to the poster and I'm like, dude, are you serious? Oh man! But they were supportive and they came.
Yeah.
They came in. They only came in side when I did my show. Nobody else.
Oh.
And then after I came on stage, I did good because I ran my sets. Like, I'm not being cocky. I knew I was going to do good because I knew I had ran it so many times in my head that I had it down.
Yeah.
The only thing that made me nervous was, damn, I got to go up at the end.
Right.
And Mr. Paul Mooney was first.
Oh, I love Paul Mooney, yeah.
Paul Mooney, put the yellow nigga at the end. I think Paul said, put the angry yellow nigga at the end. I'm Mr. Paul motherfucking Mooney. I'm going to go up first. Okay.
Oh, no.
You understand me? Where's my Cavassier? I'm dead serious. So that was weird. But I mean, yeah, that was a good shit. I wish I could offer you water, baby, but you just don't wait.
What can we do? But what advice do you have to give to young people who want to enter into the comedy arena, who are coming up behind you?
Give a lot of blowjobs. No, don't do that. I didn't do that. You ain't got to do that. No. I say focus on the internet because, there's people that's way bigger than me. They ain't funnier than me. And I say it to your face. Y'all ain't funnier than me. but they are bigger than me because they have such a following, like the DC Young Fly and all these cats that's going wild and out. They got gigantic followings. So online, because they did some shit or they dressed up in a dress, they always want black men to dress up in dresses and demean us as people. And then we get big that way. There's a lot of like coon ass people that's multimillionaires. Kanye West, you coon-tastic coony coon. Yeah. And Candace Owens, you coon-tastic. Oh, somebody punch you in the vagina. So aside from that, you're like, did not expect this kind of interview.
Hey, but we roll with the punches and keep going.
No, I think you did. I think out of all you other people you interviewed, like, yeah, I think you might be a little. Yeah, I would. No, my advice would be definitely focus on the internet. Make sure you save your money. This is what John Witherspoon, God rest. John Witherspoon used to tell me, look here, young man, you need to save your money. When you get $100, tell yourself you're making $75 because $25 of that got to go in the bank.
Yeah.
So I learned from him, and I'd be having a hard time in this pandemic if I didn't listen to it, because I did save some money. But I would say definitely, if you do start making a little bit of change, don't buy. What do you need? Oh man, I just got this Lexus truck. Let me hip you to something. You know what a Lexus truck is? It's basically a Toyota with an L on it. You paid more money because you're stupid.
Right.
So I tell people that. Any of you like, yeah, I just thought about it. I thought about next person because of COVID shit. Next person I have sex with, I'm gonna blow their back out. I swear. It's been a long time for me, and whoever get it, they gonna get it. Yeah, how you like that? Like what you feel? Yeah, feel it all up in your guts. So no, for real, it's gonna be a damage. So no, I'd say that's my advice to young people, because I'm 75 years old. And I look good for 75.
No.
I know I'm not 75, but
stop that.
You're like, stop it. Like 75.
Oh man.
So no, I would say no. Go ahead.
So if you could go back in time and speak to yourself at the beginning of your career, what advice would you give yourself? So knowing what you know now, what would you say?
Don't go to prison.
Don't go to prison.
Yeah. And tell myself, don't stab nobody that's heckling me. And people are like, I think he's telling the truth. Well, what would I tell myself? Stop taking breaks. I took too many breaks. I took too many breaks where I started doing really well. And when I started doing really well, I would just be like, okay, I'm gonna chill for a bit. And then when my first son was born, I chilled for a long time because I had a development deal and they gave me a chunk of change. So I was like, well, I'll be able to stay home and just be dad. And then I chilled again when Xavier was born. Xavier's my youngest, who I love. I chilled for a minute. I still was doing gigs, but I was more active doing gigs with him. And I wasn't on the road as much. But I would tell myself, especially now, balance having fun more. I know it sounds bad. Like, I didn't have enough fun. I literally just worked. I just did show after show. And when I wasn't doing shows, because I don't have an agent or a manager, I was setting up shows. I was calling TV people. I was on the constant grind, and I didn't have fun in my life. I mean, I love my sons and I love them to death, and I didn't have fun. That's why I've been going buck wild during the COVID time. I just started smoking weed in March, and I love it. Taking edibles. Edibles are the shit. And then I took E. I never did that before. Because I don't drink. I don't drink anything.
Right.
I took E. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do some E. And I've been like really wilding. But I figured, when life's short, I'm gonna have some fun. So I would say, I would tell myself, don't work yourself to death and not take time to enjoy it. And which I didn't at all. That's why I'm out of my mind now. So if you know anybody that want to do some edibles, let's go do it.
Couldn't help you there, but we can.
Okay. All right, Ash, I'm kidding. I only did it once. It was okay. It wasn't what I thought it'd be. I thought it'd be like all these colors and like, yeah, who wants to dance? You know, shit. I thought Erica would do it, rubber titties on my face. None of that happened. None of that happened. But yeah, I did that, and yeah, the only thing I smoke out with I've been smoking out now more, and not too much. I smoke out, watch Netflix movies and animated movies with my son. So that's what I do.
Oh. And so, switching to a more serious topic, as an activist and political comedian.
Hold up. Go ahead.
Gotta get face on.
Oh no, are you gonna do the fingers? is that no? I'm deep fingers.
The deep fingers.
Go ahead and ask me the question.
As an activist and political comedian, what role do you think comedy plays in the current climate of police brutality and the riots that we're in, and in the age of fake news?
Wow. Wow. Good question. Excuse me. Ash. Hold on for a second.
Hey.
I think that the way I go about it, because I do have fun while I'm doing it, it's like if you say something like really animated and fun, but you're saying some real deep political shit, I think people digest it more because they're laughing. They're laughing. Right. And at the same time, they're like, oh, he just called the government a bunch of bitches. So I say that for me, it got me the visibility to be able to make some moves. I did stuff for the Minority AIDS Project. I started everything's on hold now. Ain't none of that popping. Yeah. But I did a thing I had called Zulu Rising, where you go into juvie centers and we would bring different speakers into juvie centers to teach young men. Couldn't do it at the women's, but did it at the men's to have them know that you can have options when you get out. So I show them a picture of me at the Oscars and then a picture of me at juvie. Like, so I said, you can actually be this dude instead of this dude. And they're like, how you gonna tell us? And then I whip out the picture like, that's me, that's my dumb ass, and this is me chilling with Mos Def and LL Cool J. So which one you want? So
that's awesome.
Yeah, so Zulu Rising, Minority AIDS Project. I hooked up with this lady that hired me named Shelly. Shelly cool as hell too. She's a freak though. I'm gonna tell you, she's a freak. I'm not hooked up that way. We ain't never had sex, but she can get it. Yeah. No, she the Minority AIDS Project, and what we would do is we would set up like trucks in front of the shows, and you want to come to the show, you had to get tested. At the time when AIDS was raging. Yeah. And then what I do now, before all this shit happened, we were doing a thing. It's like Rock the Vote and Rap the Vote. It's kind of in that vein where you want to come see a live show at a concert, instead of you paying this $65 or whatever the ticket is. I mean, my tickets ain't $65. I would be on other show with other comics. Right. My tickets are low. The tickets are high for the bigger name acts. And what we do, you had to be registered to vote.
Awesome.
So that would be your ticket. Once you're registered, you can come get your laugh on. But if you ain't registered, you need to pay your money like everybody else. So I used my platform to get the message out, and pertaining to police brutality, because I just got interviewed about that. Because they did a rally up at the Laugh Factory, and there was another rally I was at. And the cops is a bunch of bitches. I'm gonna say that to your face. Y'all a bunch of bitches. Why are you beating up on peaceful protesters? Because you're a little cunty ass bitch. That's why. Because you ain't got no manhood in you. If you ain't had that shield and that badge, you get your ass beat. So I think that when I did talk about police brutality, we did a show before this shit happened, before George Floyd. We did a show. I did one all the way back. I mean, shit. A while ago, we did one. Sandra Bland, we did one. And what we did was bring more awareness to people knowing who to complain to. But a lot of times, just yelling at the moon and the moon looking at you like, I can't understand what the hell you're saying. But what we would do is we would give each person a list of legislators in their area that blow their phone up, get this person voted out, get that person voted out. And, finally, as a comic that can finally draw, I can draw now. And it took me a long time to be able to draw, to get people to actually get out their house and pay to see specifically me. But I was like, well, since I got them coming out, might as well give them this information. Since I got them coming out, might as well let them know some of the cops in Baltimore is full of shit and they need to get checked, or the police chief needs to get the hell on. You need to play that old song, hit the road, Jack. So that's what I would do, pretending that's what I do. That's what I do now. And we got a show, me and Black Pedro Hernandez, a brother out of Detroit, a Trini, he's that Trini boy, And we do a show called Savage AF, and we talk about that. We get a lot of stuff out there. We get about between 1,100 and 1,700 people a day that listen and watch the show.
And so, another question for you as an activist, because you're not just a comedian, you're also an activist.
Yes,
how do you feel about the politicization of the Black Lives Matter movement?
I don't like it. I don't like the fact that it's something that, so we got to tell you that, like you don't know. Like,
right.
Yeah. So now y'all get it? Really? Really, you bitches? Really? Really, Karen? Really? Really, Dashel? Excuse me, Dashel. You didn't know that was wrong? Fuck wrong with you, man. So I think that, no, I don't like it. And if you go to the Black Lives Matter website, you realize that it's pushing the agenda of the LGBTQ community more than it is Black people on a whole. So they shouldn't call it that. Because if you look in the website, and the about her, because there is two gay sisters that actually are the founders, they're missing the point by excluding Black men, by blanketing all Black men as all chauvinistic assholes, as all men that try to use their power of our strength and sexuality over them. And I think it's a blanket statement, and some of the stuff on that website it just really insults me. That it insults me. If you want that, then say Black LGBTQT, whatever the letters they got now. Then make that the website, but don't get donations across the board for that. The fact that they try to make it, I wouldn't even say, let me see, a way to put it is where people think I ain't hating, but I am hating, flat out. It's bullshit. Include Black men. What are you talking about? All of us ain't assholes. All of us ain't pussy chasers and demeaning, and we ain't all sex traffickers. And it's ridiculous. Now, I mean, I know people that did it. No, but I just think, no, I'm kidding. I'm no sex traffickers.
I know.
What am I, Epstein's cousin? Stop it. What am I, Harvey Weinstein? I don't know none of those. I just think that sisters need to understand and stop blanketing Black men. And we do because the media already blankets us and says we're all one way, and we're not.
Yeah. We need to support each other. We need to come together, not be divisive, especially as you mentioned, be divisive undercover. You know what I mean? And so we as Black people are important, not just a segment of the population.
Right. But what's your sexuality got to do with the protection against police brutality? And if you look at the website, Black Lives Matter, I mean, the official website, there's more paragraphs dedicated to the sexuality and the preference of sexuality than it is that. I don't care who you lick. Okay, you can lick who you want to lick, but the bottom line is we got police that are acting like stormtroopers, and they need to get their ass the hell on, and they're racist, bigoted assholes. So why are you worried? First, my sexuality first. No, that ain't first. And so that is insulting, and I'd say it to their face. It's like, I'm down with you, sisters, but yo, that shit you're doing is corny. It's corny. Right. It's actually LGBTQ, whatever. And there's paragraphs about we are dedicated to transgender rights and gay rights and stuff like that. And we're to mothers. It says mothers, transgender, and and parents, but they never mention fathers.
Which is not right.
And in that website, they never mention fathers. So that insults me. I want them to do their thing, but fix that. And if they don't fix it, I'm gonna check you. And if I see you in these streets, dance off.
I dance off. And so let's move on to a fun topic. While we're on a fun note, tell us about your comedy special, Shang is Angry, live in NYC, which is coming out later on this year.
Yeah, Shangry. Y'all can go to the website, iamshang.com. You can see a clip of it. There's a big clip of it. It's a big ass crowd. We did thousands of people came out to the show. And I'm not joking. You can look on the video and you can see it. You saw the clip of it. It's a big ass crowd and everything. So, yeah, it's a special. And what it is broken up in segments. Each joke is about a different ism in society. Racism, sexism, chauvinism, capitalism, different isms. But I'm very aggressive. That's why they call it Shangry. So I'm not angry. I'm passionate. But some people, and I didn't come up with that name. That ain't me. It's another comic that came up with it. Mark Howard is the one that came up with it. I wish I would have. I was like, damn, that's a good one. But he would say, man, you be angry as hell on stage sometimes. You Shangry. And so it was definitely Mark Howard that is the person that came up with that, not me. He didn't come up with my jokes, but he came up with the name. Don't get it twisted, Mark. If I see you in these streets, dance off. When I see you, Ash, guess what's happening?
It's a dance off.
I don't know why this is the go-to move.
I
know. When you do that dance, you have to put your hand, you got to bite your lip. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
If you don't bite your lip, you ain't that good.
No.
Yeah, that's what I would say it is.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
And so, unfortunately, we have come to the end of this week's episode of the Black Motivation Broadcast.
No, thank you for, you're so cool. You were so, thank you for being patient with me with that other shit that happened. I don't know what happened. We was trying to, Instagram be freezing.
I know.
And I'm like, and you be talking and the little circle be, and so we was doing this. But no, thank you so much. You're a sweetheart. You can tell you got a good spirit. You ain't like an old goofy ass, yogurty ass person. If you was yogurty ass person, I'd dish your ass to the ground. But you can tell you got a good spirit and you got a good heart. Yeah. And, if you ever need me to stab somebody, like Uncle Stabby. All you gotta do is call Uncle Stabby. That's my name. Stabby. But sometimes you gotta stab a motherfucker. That's my saying. Like the old man with a knife. That's what I'm telling you. You don't want none of this. I stab it. I ain't got no problem with the stab. So no, thank you so much for being a sweetheart and being a cool ass person.
Thank you. You are an awesome person. Hilarious from the tip of your head to the sole of your feet.
Oh.
And I have had so much fun. So much fun.
People meet me in the street, be like, I saw you on the interview. What's up, nigga? Come on. Like, oh shit, dance off.
Oh, hey.
Okay. No, but thank you very much. I hope you have good interviews with everybody else. Tell them that I hope that everybody stay safe and sound in your family. Hope that you stay safe. Wash your hands. Show me what you're working with. And oh, by the way, I'm so sick of people saying masks. They make me. I can't breathe. Wear a mask. It's not that deep. It's not. Even if you think it's a hoax, for now, just for now, until we can get through this shit. That's what I'm saying. I would leave that to people. There's white people like, oh my God, the mask is taking away from my freedom. Shut the hell up.
So where can we find you? How can we support you? Social media, website, everything. I want to hear it. How can we find you?
Okay, where you can find me is in this house because the COVID shit. No, I'm kidding. I went for a long walk. I went for a really long walk. It was cool. You can find me on my website. Go to my website, iamshang.com. It's IAMSHANG.com. Very easy to find. In fact, you put in comedian Shang, I'm the first website come up. I ain't trying to be like, bragging, but I'm the first one come up. And go to my Instagram @comedian Shang. Make sure you check me out on all of the social media platforms. But at Facebook, you already know what it is, Shang Force.
Yeah.
I'm doing that as a joke to make fun of. I do jokes about Trump because he's an asshole, and I don't like Biden, but we need to get that bitch out of here.
Yes.
So all you black people, and I'm not talking about you Kanye West fans, because apparently you like watching him diss Harriet Tubman. Make sure that you get out and vote November 3rd. And if you don't, I swear I'm gonna find your ass. All right, got that off my chest.
All right. Well, this has been an awesome, fun, super fun episode of the Black Motivation Broadcast. Thank you again for joining me.
Thank you. Where can I share this?
You can share this from YouTube. You can go to Black Truth Media, which is the name of our YouTube channel.
Wait, you got my Facebook. Send the link.
I'm going to send it to you. I'm going to send you the link.
So I can share it so I can get you. I want a lot of people to see your shit, and I want them to see yours. Okay?
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Remember, I told you if you need me to stab somebody, let me know. All right, come out.
Bye-bye.
Deuces.
Deuces.
Yeah.